live. Hello and welcome to another FPL live stream. January is over, so the Manager of the Month title has been decided. We'll cover that in a minute. But I am joined by three fellow pundits for today. So I'm joined by the return of John, the maestro, Mr. Reliable himself. How you doing, John?
I'm great. I've got my assistant manager heart trace monitor attached to me, so he's not going to really give me tips, but at some stage I might have to have a check of my heart and see if things are going good or bad.
We are also joined by Tom. Hopefully his audio problems are sorted out now. How are you doing, Tom? I'm guessing that is still technical problems on Tom's end because he is not seeming. I don't think he can even hear us by the looks of things because he is literally not even reacting to the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. So that we'll hopefully get those fixed. And then finally, I'm joined by my North London rival, Luke. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I've had an interesting week.
An interesting week indeed. Tom is left and back again. We've got two Toms on the screen.
Can we hear him?
Until the other one disappears.
One from the past, one from the future.
Oh, do you come with tips then for FPL, the one from the future?
I've got all the tips, so yes.
It's really confusing my brain that I can see you there not talking and then they're talking.
Have you ever seen Black Mirror? This is Black Mirror come to life.
I mean, one of you... Oh, there we go.
There we go. He's gone.
Hey.
Right. So we have got a few different things to go through today. Obviously, as always, we'll go through each bit as we go along. If you've got comments or any questions that you want to ask us, if you're watching right now, feel free to pose your comments in the comment section, the questions, and we'll try our best to answer them as best as we can. Obviously, some of us are doing well, some of us are not quite doing so well, but we're going to kick things off with Team of the Week for Gameweek 24. And a couple teams in particular are dominating it. In particular, Sunderland and Liverpool, who have 3 players each in there. Luckily, GH is not here to give out all the songs and praise about like one of the Mount Rushmore goalkeepers in Kelleher. Spurs have got a player with Slanky who scored a very nice goal on the
Overhead
weekend.
kick, weren't it? Yeah.
Scorpion got absolute glass. Lifted it above a 6'7" goalkeeper, is it? How tall's Donnarumma?
Along those lines, Donnarumma is 6'7", so yeah, quite a tall goalkeeper. Casemiro, who's had a bit of a resurgence under Carrick, doing quite well, getting 13 points. Scott for Bournemouth getting 13 points as well. Arsenal getting a player in there with Madueke, who came in for the injured Saka last minute, so that was quite good. But quite big names realistically in there. No real shocking looking players there, to be fair, other than maybe Scott, you would say. Like, you don't see a Scott like regularly scoring double-digit points or even getting double-digit points that too often. Verts is kind of doing well at the moment. Ekatike is doing well at the moment. Sunderland obviously had a bit of mixed bag form lately, but again, like they've had players like Ballard's appeared a few times, Ronaldo's appeared a few times. I think Diarra's probably first time in getting double digits maybe this season. Kelleher's a few times, but any of those in your teams, guys?
I had Kelleher, obviously.
Okay, obviously. Luke?
Only the one for me. I only have Florian Wirtz.
Yes.
And I had him vice captain rather than captain. Big mistake.
Okay. Yeah, because Pep Empire had him as captain, so got 24 points for him. So that was quite good. John, I see little Andrews there.
Yeah, he's a bit sorry. I have, yes, Ekatike.
Ekatike, there you go. I think I'm the only person then here who doesn't own any of those players. So I didn't really get to capitalize on those sort of double-digit points. We got a few comments. We got Dan. Some of us are top of the league. Yeah, you are top of the league, but not for the month, though, Dan. You are for the overall. Lee, evening games. Is it double game week this week? No, it's not. It's game week 26. So this is game week 25. And then we've got game week 26 next week, which is then where Arsenal and Wolves both have double games that particular week. Loving Tom's new hair. He's gone for the same cut as me. Leave the bag long. We got which Tom are we meant to be having here? The muted one or the non?
It's my twin.
Right, I'm gonna remove that one. There we go.
Have you got me now?
There we go. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can, shit. Tom. Wait. What is going on?
Oh, it's carnage already.
Tom is literally alternating between multiple different things right now.
He's omnipresent.
So, Tom, we could hear you, but I don't know. Can you hear us? That's the question.
Oh.
Well, hopefully those will be sorted out very soon. What about Sunderland, Liverpool next week? Next Wednesday? No. Yeah, that's game week 26, but that's not a double game week. That's just Sunderland, Liverpool, one single game. So Sunderland players, Liverpool players won't have two matches. It's just Arsenal and Wolves for 26. Right. I don't know which Tom I'm meant to be having here because I keep seeing lots of different Toms. Tom, are you sorted? Tom? Well, Tom is 100% in the mud right now with things. Oh, right. Tom, pick one thing. Stick to it.
I don't know what's happening, lads. Apologies. Right, yes. Go on. My haircut, yes. I paid. I went to a Kurdish barber's. It was very nice. Next.
Yeah. Right. Then moving on to the manager of the month. So we actually have joint winners for the month. I've actually managed to win manager of the month for once.
I don't know, mate. It's so in second.
No.
There's two next to your name there.
No.
I'm looking at the screen. There's two on there.
No. It's
You've
exactly
come
the same number
again.
of points. I don't care. It's
second
exactly
again.
the same number of points. If anything, I deserve to be top because I got more points than Birch in game week 24. I got 54.
Team that are ahead stay ahead.
No, I should be top in my opinion. And also based on if we're going down to the wire of then a decider of who is got the most points overall should then be first, then I should 100% be first. So yeah. You are first, Birch, but it's joint first. 291 points each. Then Hutch came in with 272. Dan, you got 267. Luke, you got 258. GH, who had a forfeit, if he didn't win manager of the month, he would have to donate 20 quid to charity. So he will be donating 20 quid because he came sick if he didn't win manager of the month. And it feels a bit ironic because the wager that he had it with myself actually was one to come up top instead. Tom, you got 224 points, so you finished 10th. John, you got 238 and you finished 8th. You mid-table. John, let's back you for
February, March, April,
Yeah.
May, June.
Yeah. Every single month, I'll back you. Yeah, all right.
Thanks.
I mean, you said it. You're playing your free hit, so maybe that's a sign that you are going to be playing lots of different chips in February to score maximum points. Yeah.
Yes, loads of them.
Yes.
The 2 I have left available, obviously.
Tom, how do you feel about coming 10th?
Have you ever seen the film Rocky 4 with Sylvester Stallone?
Is that the one where he fights the Russian?
Yes, that one.
Yes.
So basically, for about 10 rounds, Rocky's getting battered, right? And then eventually he comes up with a right hook, and then he batters him. So listen, that's where I am at the minute. I am Rocky in the 8th round at the minute. So
you're on the ropes, ready to wave the white flag.
Now I'm on the ropes, ready to put that right hook in this double game week and absolutely cream all of you. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. So you're backing yourself for February then, I'm guessing, yeah?
100%. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I? The football knowledge is greater than everybody's. I mean, listen, it's been a ropey few weeks. You know, I've not done bad. I think I've outscored a few people here and there. But I mean, yeah, look, listen, February, easy. Be like shelling pies, as somebody once said. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this month. Although, is it not FA Cup weekend next weekend?
Yes.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But there's midweek fixtures, though, so...
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Hey, look, I can't wait. I mean, listen, still got all my chips in play, right? I'm only 100 odd points off the top. Easy pickings. You know, a random triple captain at some point. Happy days. Look, I think if anything, I'm in pole position to win this.
Okay.
Pole position.
I mean, someone who's been climbing the table steadily, Luke. Obviously, you came 5th there, but I think you're kind of fairly close-ish towards the top in the overall table. But how do you feel for your month of January and how it went?
I feel I'm just ticking along. You know, I'm consistent top 5. I think I'm 4th overall in the actual league. And looking at the bottom of that table, firstly, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Ben, considering he's been a work in progress and he beat people that class themselves as fountains of football knowledge. Beat Bushy. He's beaten Carl, former 2-time manager of the month, Carl, that is. Or is it 3? He's beaten Phil, who was looking like a contender for December. And he's beaten Tom, who
won the league already, remember, Luke?
Yes, he's in pole position. So great news, Ben. You might actually be in pole position as you're starting ahead of Tom here from the looks of it. So great news.
Yeah.
But I can see myself ticking along, continuing that sort of slow charge up, like 60 points odd, roughly back. That's manageable by the end of the season. I could be there. It could get worse. I make more rogue captain choices. So I'm looking for the differential as always, but it can work, it can backfire. I risk no reward.
So Luke and all that kind of lot say the differential. I call it gains now. So listen, at this point in the season, you've got to go with rogue captains, right? So not your typical, or this time last year you'd captain Salah, not so much Haaland because he was having a barren patch, and he is at the minute. Let's face it, at the minute. So you captain, the likes of Salah, but then you obviously because he's classed as a midfielder, that's where you need to go. I mean, currently, listen, I'm moving away from the big guns, and I'm going to start captaining some rogue players here. This is where I will eventually take over and win. So, I mean, look, if anybody's watching this now, yes, I might be in 10th, right? But don't
For
worry
the
about
month.
that. Don't worry about that. Look, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Follow my tips, and you'll end up winning.
And you'll be 10th. Oh, wait, sorry.
No, he's 8th for the overall.
Oh,
He's
8th.
10th this month. He's 8th in the overall.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We'll
you're
check
sitting-
the
you're sitting
overall
in
in a second. I'm going to catch up with chat. So Dan said Cole's had a stinker. He certainly has with being at the bottom. Brighton fan Dan says he'll take 7th. Also, evening lads. Manager of the month, Mers doesn't matter about overall points. But we've still got the same amount of points. So shh.
It still says second.
Yeah, GH is in chat. Yes, lads. New day, new excuse. Why your team is shit, Tom. Love it.
But at least Tom can show his face on like you bottle job. So
Yeah. Well done.
How's that donation
Ben.
coming along?
But you couldn't beat me. Go with 2 Gwets.
Go with who
Who
gets the most
gets?
Oh,
points.
gets you the most points. GH with his brilliant English. Thought it was easy, Tom, and you only need to go rogue when you're chasing, Tom. Ooh.
interesting.
That tells
that
us
is big
Spedding's going to
from
be
him.
going safe.
Yeah, because obviously moving on to the overall leaderboard, he is currently top of the table. Not by a huge amount of points. There is 18 points between him and myself, who's in second. And you've got Cole, who had a bad month, as you saw there.
Awful.
So he is third with 1,317. Then Luke is then 75 points, I think that is, behind Dan.
Spedding, yeah.
Then you got Hutch, who's not then, is then 10 points behind that, and then Bushy is also there within 100 points. Even Birchie, in fact, is only 100 points. So you could argue a good run of games, making sure that you're like near the top. I mean, if you're going to be near the top, then you're going to be getting manager of the month. So if you're competing in the manager of the month, then you're probably going to be competing in the overall, realistically. Tom, unfortunately, I'm going to say anyone from you below is probably out of the race.
Who's below
He's
Tom?
in poor position.
No, John's going to run up that table, actually. No, sorry, he's getting manager of the month. I'm sorry, I forgot. Back to back, February, March, April, and May.
I'm not.
No, because I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. So don't you worry about that. Look, it's coming. It's coming. The train has set off from the station. The turbo train is going to power through this block, right? And look, I'm coming.
Or are you like the slow train that's like, the freight trains that take about 4 days to get like 1 mile?
No, my train's like been built. It's like a nuclear train, right?
Oh, okay.
He's like the train I got yesterday. There's a half-hour train, and then there's an hour train. The hour train leaves earlier, but arrives 10, 15 minutes later.
Hey!
Where did you get the train from, Luke?
Guildford.
Oh.
Clapham
Guildford.
Junction.
Is that Surrey?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and you went to Clapham Junction.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Shit place, probably.
Awful places. But anyway, that's a story for another pod.
So obviously Ben propping up the bottom of the table there, even though he's had a good month. But the problem for Ben, unfortunately, he has played 3 of his 4 chips already. So it's going to be a bit of a hard mission for Ben to try and get back up to make the difference between him and Dan, at least. Because I would imagine, Dan, you can probably answer this in the comments. You still have all 4 chips, I would presume, still to play in comparison to Ben, who only has his triple captain left to play. So I think, unfortunately, Ben got carried away with the advice, even though we said don't play those kind of chips. He did.
Mers, can I ask, where's my arch enemy GH, please?
He's just below you. You
Oh, well.
have currently got a 14-point lead on him in the overall table.
Yikes, that's not
Hmm.
great.
And he's got the chip advantage on you as well, I believe.
Well, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was Tom.
Are you like a train as well? You're like a
I'm
bullet train.
like a speedboat that's left the dock.
And you're soon approaching land.
And going to crash. Dan has so the other Dan, Sunderland Dan has said he's got 4-4, but yeah, it was directed at Brighton fan Dan, who says he's got all of his chips played. Dan saying Sunderland Dan is saying, anyway, lads, got to shoot off now. Have a good show. I'll catch up on it later. Catch you around. Thank you for coming in and stream and watching. All the support is appreciated. Then obviously we've got to talk about the double game week. So Arsenal yesterday beat Chelsea to get through to the final, which means next week in game week 26. So this is game week 25 for this weekend. Next week is 26. The Arsenal Wolves game has now been moved from game week 31, I believe it is, or it might be 32, and it's now attached to game week 26. So obviously it is a good idea to make sure you have 3 Arsenal players. But I think the thing we need to talk about in particular, Wolves. Now, Wolves have got Forest and then obviously the Arsenal game. Do you personally want to be getting any Wolves players? And if you are, who are you targeting?
None. 0. They're useless. They're not going to get any points against Forest or Arsenal. Don't bother wasting
Well, no, they
time.
will get points because you get guaranteed points for playing the game anyway. So
I think they get minus points. They'll get red cards or whatever. Own goals. No, don't do it.
Okay. John's advice is don't do it. Luke?
Sorry, I'm just going to channel like someone else for a second. Sorry.
GH, right? Yeah.
What you need to do, guys, you need to get him Mane. You need to get him Mane because he's going to carry them for the rest of the season, right? Okay. And Forest, they're going down anyway, so they're going to beat Forest. Like, I've got that prediction for next week is 3-1. So you want Mane definitely in there. You want to get that player that they just signed a striker, get him through the door. He's going to score a hat trick. And probably the goalkeeper, he'll get a lot of saves.
Have they actually signed a striker? I don't know.
I think they signed a striker.
They've signed Adam Armstrong from Southampton.
Oh, bloody hell.
He's getting a hat trick. Triple captain.
Triple captain. But Luke, you forgot the key important point. You forgot to say no offense first and foremost.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. And also, it's easy. They're easy games, Luke. It's easy games.
Forest, they're going down.
It's easy.
Forest are going down. Wolves are staying going above them. It's six-pointer.
That's where the calculated 3 points are coming from. They're going to be Arsenal as well. So
exactly.
Simple.
See, they're going on a massive run. It all makes sense. It all makes sense if you're GH.
It kind of does, and it sounds slightly delusional, but they've sold the best striker, haven't they? Now to Crystal Palace, I believe. Was it Larson who's gone to Palace?
Yeah. With his 1 goal, 1 assist. Yeah, the best striker they had.
Well,
it's a sad state of affairs.
That's not bad considering their run, Luke. I mean, come on. And there's this Mane. Mane, is it?
Yeah.
Out of midfield. Yeah, he's not a bad player. Listen, Wolves' season, some might say, is done. However, if you are George, would say it's not. No, I'll not be taking any player from the Wolverhampton Wanderers squad.
See? Smart boy. Smart.
No, I won't be doing that. Who else is in that double game week, Mers? Arsenal.
Brentford.
So Arsenal play Brentford. So it's Arsenal versus Brentford and Arsenal versus Wolves for the double game week for Arsenal.
So you are wanting 3 Arsenal players on your team, and you're going to want to captain one of them. Now, I've got Saka in my team. I listened to Talk Sport yesterday whilst going to get my fabulous haircut and getting a haggis supper with curry sauce and chips. However, there was a debate between Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent as to whether Bukayo Saka, should he A, start for Arsenal, and B, go to the World Cup. So,
isn't he injured?
Yeah, he got injured on Saturday.
So
yeah,
A, no, and B, no.
would you say no for the World Cup? Well, fair enough.
He's shite.
So,
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not English, so I don't care less if he goes or not.
No, it's Spanish.
so I'm going to put in my team, Madueke.
Good shout.
Madueke. I'm going to put in. I'll probably put in Madueke, a centre half, and potentially risk it on somebody like Gyökeres. So,
Oh, dude, don't, because GH is going to now turn around and be like, Gyökeres is shit. Don't want Gyökeres.
I think
don't want
Tom's
Arsenal
been
to
living
play.
in
They're
my
terrible.
brain for the last couple of days because I was thinking about Gyökeres, bringing him in, and may have brought him in on my free hit.
Interesting. I mean, that's before the double game week, so that does.
Yeah, but it's a trial, and then I can triple captain him against Wolves.
Okay,
Simple.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. If you're looking for a true differential, aren't you trying out Havertz again?
I could try Havertz again. Yeah, maybe he's a shit. He's a shit striker as well, apparently. So,
But
The
Merv,
only-
the Arsenal expert, is he trying out Havertz at the moment?
Now this is the biggest problem. So you've got obviously the first game, Arsenal versus Brentford. Then you have the FA Cup game, and then you've got the Premier League game. Obviously, not much time between each of those games, so you're going to see some rotation. Chances are the rotation's probably going to happen, hopefully, in the FA Cup, you would imagine. So someone like a Gyökeres might potentially start for the Premier League games and then obviously get dropped for the FA Cup. But then there could be the reverse psychology where Arteta goes, oh, actually, do you know what? Weaker teams, I want to go on a cup run as well, try and get to another final and play a slightly stronger team in the FA Cup. But it's a tricky one to call. And also the fact that obviously you've got the weekend games and then the midweek fixtures. So again, you just don't know who could potentially start and not start, because you've got Jesus, you've got Havertz, and you've got Gyökeres that can all play in that one spot. So for me, I personally wouldn't really go for Gyökeres because it's just too much of a gamble that A, won't necessarily play 90 minutes, B, get dropped to the bench. So there's too many risk factors, I would say.
are you surprised, Mers, that Eze's not being used more?
A little bit, but then the problem is realistically he's competing with Ødegaard, and with Ødegaard back from injury, you might as well use and also Ødegaard is the captain as well, so it makes sense that he gets some more minutes.
I thought he played on the right for Palace, though. Could he not play wing?
He
Or is
can
that
play
my-
wing, but then again, you've got Trossard, you've got Martinelli, so you've got a lot of options in multiple different positions, which is a bonus because I quite like that, and that's why I backed the team to a certain extent to go on these runs and hopefully win the Prem this season. But I just also worry about the bottle job situation.
I listened to an interview today from Piers Morgan. Love him, I hate him. And I don't know if this is right. Are Arsenal favourites to win every competition they're currently in?
Probably, I would imagine so.
So they could potentially do the quadruple. He was claiming they'll do the quadruple, which won't happen.
I don't think so, no.
It can't happen.
They'll
Just
lose
for
to
football.
Newcastle in the final of the Mickey Mouse Cup.
I saw him say something else outrageous where he said that they've got the best 25-man squad in the history of football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so what he was saying, Luke, he was saying that they've got 2 players for every single position, which I think would be hard to argue with at this point in time. However, I think the manager is probably going to be the leveller here. Anyway, back to fantasy football. I think Madueke, because how Arteta has used Saka, he plays every game, every minute of every game. Madueke now takes his mantle whilst he is injured. So Madueke will be my top pick for the upcoming game weeks and a potential triple captain.
100%. I personally would I want to go for the triple captain? I don't know, because there's also the bench boost potential option, but it depends on how many Wolves players I would want to go and get
0.
realistically.
I won't be using my bench boost until I've freaking sorted my bench out. That'll be a wild card jobby, I reckon. And then week after.
Right, got a fair few comments to catch up with, and mostly from GH. 3 Arsenal defenders or midfielders, stay away from the attackers, he is saying. Well, realistically.
You could put in a Declan Rice, you could put in a...
Gabriel, Saliba.
I've got Rice.
Speaking of Arsenal, I'm transferring out Saka. He's useless. I mean, he got injured. So...
he is injured, yeah.
And to be fair, the impersonation was happening just at the right time whilst this comment came in. Bring in Mane from Wolves.
I even spelled Wolves correctly.
Best striker? He's shit. You see? There you go. Knew you'd say Gokeres is shit. Better than Isaac, though, GH.
Isaac's, to be fair, in GH's defence, and I know I can't believe I'm saying that, Isaac is currently injured.
Oh, yeah. But don't help GH out.
Thanks for the 120 million.
This season, yeah, but last season he was great for Wolves, yeah. Now, Tom, get Trossard over Noni Madueke. Personally,
No, George, no, Madueke. What did he do? Apologies, did Madueke not do something the other day?
He
got in team of the week.
Yeah, he got in team of the week. He got the assists. I think it's 2 assists.
I do apologise, George. I ain't going to go for Trossard. But don't be wrong, Trossard could come up with a brace. You never know. But I'm going to go with Madueke because I think it's crucial now. Trossard gets in the Belgian team for the World Cup, right? Madueke currently is trying to get his place in the World Cup with the England squad. So he's going to go balls out.
He meant Gokeres, not Trossard. Oh, okay.
All right, fair enough.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. So.
Jesus, Havertz, and Trossard. I think that's meant to be the Gokeres. Stay well away from all of them. They're all shit.
They're all shit.
Problem is he's shy. Odegaard is shit.
Hello,
Coach George. Hello. When City had 2 players in every position, it was okay. People are jealous. We have it now. I'm selling Haaland. Is it a risk?
Yes.
Well, let's look at fixtures.
But like 15 million in the bank.
I mean, he's saying about Evan Nilsson, Watkins, and Ekatike. Maybe
Watkins is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Watkins is injured, so I would stay away from Watkins.
This might be a wildcard week to me.
Go for Ekatike, yes, good shout. He's Bournemouth lad, isn't he?
He is.
Pedro. What's his lad from the ex-Brighton one that went to Chelsea? Pedro.
Yeah,
he'd be a
Pedro
shout as well.
Worth having. Yeah, 100%. Bob Dude's Burton Van Dan's comment about he's shite was in reference to Eze.
It's ex-Palace.
Yeah. Biased right there. Do not sell Haaland. He will still get a load of points. I mean,
load. He's got about 6 in a month.
I mean, he got an assist on the weekend, which meant he got 5 GH. Like beyond
I took him off captain at that point.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I made him Wormo captain, and that went really well.
I think what George is doing here, or GH, I call him George. You call him GH or Gloriole.
I don't call him that.
Yeah, we don't call him Gloriole.
Not anymore.
He's doing what I do. He's trying to put you off the scent. He wants you all to drop Haaland.
Probably.
Bring somebody else in.
Coach, I think you got this very wrong. Pedro not scoring had him. He's scoring again. since
Scoring.
the new manager's come in, he's hit a bit of nice form. Obviously, he did start on the bench on the weekend, but he came off the bench and scored.
Yeah, he's starting to lack though. That's the issue, isn't it, with the Chelsea boy? He started to lack over Pedro, which for minutes and I don't know that you told me the other day about minutes and points, and I still don't get it. But Pedro's a bit of a risk with that selection, isn't he, at the moment?
Well, in terms of that minutes points, is to do with so each player when they play, they get 1 point. When they play 60 minutes, they get an additional point on that.
Right.
So if a player played 60 minutes, at minimum, they're going to get 2 points, regardless of goals, assists, or anything like that.
Okay.
So if a player's starting, then you kind of like, okay, at least I'm probably going to get 2 points unless they get subbed off before the 60 minute mark.
Okay.
So yeah, you kind of want players that are starting, but if they're coming off the bench like Pedro's done and scored, then it's still no real issue because he scored 10 points coming off the bench.
I understand. Okay.
I mean, I've got Pedro in my team, but I'll tell you what I thought was really hilarious when Adama Traore launched Cucurella to the floor.
Yes.
Then went after. Then Pedro pushed him, and then he was like, "Right, come on, then." He shit himself.
He did it to Dan Burn as well, and there was a caption on Twitter now called X, and it was like, "No matter your size, I'm backing my boys" or something. And it was hilarious. It was honestly so funny to see.
I won't mess with Pedro. I won't mess with Traore.
No.
Good on FIFA back in the day as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh
he had some pace.
We would know.
Yeah, his pace.
Yeah, Bob did backing up because he got 20 points against West Ham.
I think I captained Pedro this week. I did.
Wow.
Losing Haaland means, as he says, you can just free up so much suspended across the rest of your team.
That is it with the Haaland. It's similar like the situation at the start of the season with a lot of people that had Salah because Salah was the same. Actually, no, Salah was more expensive at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And people were just like, do you keep going with him or do you sell him so that you can get the funds to buy the players that are actually getting points? And that's what you end up doing. And it's getting to that point now with Haaland where you go, do I back him or do I sell him and try and use the money elsewhere? Because to be fair, there is some players that we'll get onto in a second with the most transferred in and out and stuff that are expensive that you might not necessarily be able to afford because of the price, but you might be able to afford them if you get rid of Haaland. And then GH is saying Delap is shit. GH, let me guess.
GH, is that just your saying tonight? Shit.
Tom's rubbed off too much on him with the every location is shit, and GH is now saying every player is shit unless they are Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly. What about the Brentford lad? He's saying, I mean, Thiago's a good one. He's like second highest scorer in the league this season at the moment.
He's on a bit of a quiet patch again, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but you're going to get those spells realistically.
Just for George, I can confidently say Southampton is an awful place.
Yeah, but now, Tom, hang on. There's a big signing from Southampton to Wolves who's going to keep them up.
Yeah.
Adam Armstrong.
Armstrong.
There you go.
The thing is, Armstrong, does he play for Scotland yet?
Probably. I don't know.
He's English, isn't he? At least he was. I don't know if he then transferred to Scotland, but
yeah, but I mean, the surname is Scottish, like obviously. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just wanting some.
Whoa!
Oh, for God's sake!
No, Armstrong. So
I think
are you changing your mind then? Wolves are going down.
I think Mers, from now on, for every time GH says something is shit, he should add £1 onto that charity donation.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like. Actually, I know we should go back and
add add all the shit up and GH. It's £1. Good job, mate.
Armstrong is English and never played for Scotland. Bit of a Tom joke here, but if his arms are strong, are his
That's
legs.
that's not a Tom joke. That's a GH joke.
There needs to be more stumbling for it to be a GH joke.
If his arms are strong, what about his legs?
I don't get it.
Now it's a
Yeah.
Tom joke.
His arm
God,
strong.
you don't
Is
get-
he
oh.
leg strong?
He's still, either way, FPL wise, he's getting you shit all. So
Yeah. Right, let's go on to these most transferred ins then. So, obviously, Bruno Fernandes is probably one of these like type of players that you're looking at that you might not be able to afford if you've got Haaland and you've got kind of like more expensive players elsewhere as well. So, going back to that Haaland situation, if you get rid of Haaland, you might be able to afford and have the likes of a Bruno Fernandes and Ekatike, along with maybe a João Pedro, a Wirtz as well in there, and a Buemo. So like some of the more expensive players, because if you take out Haaland, you're more easily able to own a fair few 8 to 10 million players.
But what I would say on this subject, mate, is don't do a GH. If you've got 15 million in the bank, don't get 5 or 6 players at 4.5 million, 5 million, and they'd be shit. Get quality signings in your FPL.
Yes, exactly.
But then when you look at some of them, you got the Sunderland defenders are still quite cheap, so you can get players in like that.
Yeah.
To start
Yeah, but
breaking
he was
clean
getting
sheets.
like he had about 5 players at about
He had
4
Josh
points.
Achiampong and then took him out, and then Achiampong had a great performance, and he was like, I made a mistake. And you didn't make a mistake. You were an idiot putting him in the first place.
Yeah.
Speaking of defenders, Luke, will Romero play for your club again?
He will play for us again. We have this thing called desperation. It's just he's currently injured or he's currently having issues or whatever. He will be back. We currently have a crisis at the position.
I guarantee, Tom, Romero will come back, especially for a Tuesday night game against Newcastle, and probably score an overhead kick again and win 3-0.
Well, but I mean, like what he's done, he's called out the club, hasn't he? So,
Again, he's called him out again. He
exactly.
did it before.
And I've heard
I don't know.
It's pretty bad what he said.
Is he not the captain as well?
He is. He is the captain, yes.
Oh.
So one can imagine, is the Saudi transfer window still open? Is my first question.
Might be. I do not know about Saudi transfer windows, but my situation with that is I see both him and Van der Ven going in the summer. Vasukovic is going to have to come in and be as good as he is for Hamburg right now. And yeah.
I mean,
it's going to be a mess.
I've got Van der Ven in my team. I think he's a fantastic defender. His speed is incredible.
Well, let's not bring up his speed with recent results against Newcastle.
That wasn't his speed. That was his balance. I would like you to take that back.
Hang on. I know we're going off FPL a bit because we spoke about this last year, right? All they talked about that pre-match was Van der Ven's pace, Van der Ven this, Van der Ven that. Isaac tore you apart.
Yes.
And now he's injured at Liverpool.
I mean, didn't Van der Ven show his pace in Europe with that wonderful running goal that he scored?
I'm not saying he hasn't
that
got
other
pace,
wonderful running goal he scored against Man United.
Yeah.
But the thing with his pace is always going to be the get out of jail free card. And recently, it's actually been covering for Romero's messes. When the thing that injured Isaac was Romero passes stupid ball, Romero chases after stupid ball, massive gap, Van der Ven chases, manages to get there, and then the goal scored, but he was there when it wasn't even on his side in the first place. So a lot of the time, Van der Ven's pace is shown when trying to make up for either his own or someone else's errors.
True. But games aren't won by pace, are they? You're not having a 100-meter sprint race to win a game.
That
It's
is why
very
Adama
true.
Traore has not become the Ballon d'Or winner.
True.
It's very true, and you know what? Usain Bolt had a trial for Man United. But listen, Van der Ven's in my team. I think he's a cracking defender. People have got Romero in their team. I don't know if Frank will make an example of him, or the board will say you can't play this man because of what he said, because he undermines everything we've said. Is Romero maybe one of the most transferred out? Maybe this week, next week?
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Comments: Bowen and Vin Nielsen and Buemo. Is it worth the risk? I would say Evan Nilsson probably is risky. Bowen probably 50-50 in Buemo. I don't think it's much of a risk personally. Seems to be starting a lot of games. And Man United don't realistically need to rotate because they're out of pretty much every competition. So...
I'm going to make a striker suggestion, and you guys are going to laugh, right? And it's not who you think it's going to be. For Mr. What is his name? Coach? Can't see it. George. I'm a Newcastle United fan, right? And I'm going to suggest to you, instead of Olive, whatever, isn't it, from Bournemouth, get Brobbery or the other lad from Sunderland, because they are scoring goals.
Well, I was going to say, it might be worth taking Coopery, because it's less risky, because it's a cheap one. And every time he seems to score a bloody banger as well, pretty much, Coopery.
The young lad, right? Yeah, you mentioned him a few weeks.
I've said that for months.
Yeah. Then he's saying the problem with Gabriel Sextra, everybody has him, so I just stay fifth in my mini league looking for low-owned value stars. I think realistically with that, and I think the others will probably back me up, you have to have a lot, like a core that like most people will own anyway, and then beyond that core of maybe like 6 or 7 players, that's when you start trying to have things that are a little bit different. Because let's face it, Gabriel, most people are owning him because he is like the top scorer in defender, I'm pretty sure still, even with the injury. And obviously that's guaranteed kind of points every single week. Like Arsenal have the best defense in the league. Then obviously because of that, that's a big part of why he's getting points. But obviously he's then also part of the set pieces. That is a big part of Arsenal, so he's going to get points there. That's why you kind of need to have him, and then you kind of then maybe have another defender that maybe a lot of people might own, and then the other 2 defenders or 1 defender, depending on which formation you're going to play with, are different. And the same with like why everybody has Haaland, because if you didn't have Haaland, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot at the start of the season in terms of points. Less so now because he's not doing as well in terms of goal scoring form. But I think all 3 of you would agree you kind of need to have a core of similar players and then change to differential players beyond that.
Yeah, like I'll agree with that statement in the sense that if you don't have Gabriel on your team, realistically, you're most likely going to be losing points than you are to be gaining them on that person. If you're using Gabriel's the specific instance, it's consistent. He'll be up there for corners, scoring goals most likely, because let's be honest, that's key part of Arsenal's game plan. Is you have the tall centre backs, set pieces are an advantage for you. So you've got someone that is potentially likely to score every couple of weeks. You have someone that's most likely keeping a clean sheet, or at least most weeks. They are the reigning Golden Gloves, so it makes sense.
And Arsenal have got that double game week coming up.
Exactly, as well. Like, if you don't have Gabriel on your team right now, with double game week coming up, you are setting yourself up to drop points. Like certain areas, you take the hit and stay the same as other people. Other ones, you look for, as you say, the low usage. See if you can pick up some points in other positions, but you don't just go, this is the highest scorer. I'm going to take him out because it's the same as what everyone else has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to add to that, John or Tom?
No, Luke summed it up perfectly fine.
Tom, you're muted.
Tom's muted.
No, sorry, Luke is very much correct, and he eloquently put that together very well there, Luke.
Thank you.
I was gonna put another analogy in there, but I won't for obvious reasons. But no, completely agree.
Here. Chin chin.
Yeah.
Bushy's entered the chat saying, "Great show, lads. Great to see John back and Luke. Great impersonation of GH, and Tom is just a bloody legend. Mers, great lineup, mate. Great show as always. I've done Wildcard. Interesting. After
I'm considering it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to bank my free transfers up a little bit rather than necessarily playing a free hit ahead of game week 26 in the double game week. Then coach is saying, but the thing is, Haaland and Gabriel is in everyone's team, so when they stink, I don't gain points on my rivals. But then,
how often do they stink?
Yeah, that is the thing.
Haaland,
the Haaland, sure, but Gabriel, how many weeks? Obviously, outside of his injury, has he had where he's only scored 2 points or less?
Couple.
Yeah, you probably can count it on one hand, essentially. So
is it 6, 7?
Oh God! No, John, naughty. Put yourself in the naughty corner.
Sorry.
You've been stuck in 5th for 2 months. Maybe then the problem is the differential players that you have got.
Better not be kicking off. I've got fucking 8 minutes.
It's 8 minutes time. It'll be kicking off at 8. That's probably where you're going wrong. Is you're probably not looking ahead at the fixtures. So what you need to be doing is looking at, say, the next 5 weeks and the fixtures and trying to see which teams have got the good fixtures coming up. So like a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Chelsea have got this nice little run that they're in the middle of right now of fixtures. Yeah. So you target Chelsea players a couple of weeks ago for this good run of fixtures before then it goes to bad fixtures. And then that's when you start to get rid of the Chelsea players. And also targeting things like this double game week that's coming up and so forth and so forth. But looking up to the top 10 transfers out. So Saka leading that list, Bruno G, who's injured. Second, Thiago, Foden, Watkins, Rogers, Dorgu, Van de Ven, Haaland. As you can see, 134,000 people have transferred him out, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So obviously, when players are hitting bad veins of form, like Haaland, Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring. Watkins hasn't really scored in a few games. Foden had 3 good games. Everyone brought him in and now realizing, oh, wait, he's doing fuck all. Let's get rid of him. And then obviously injuries as well. So like the Saka, Bruno G, Watkins, so forth and so forth. So yeah, it's just that. So Haaland is realistically that expensive one. Anybody in that top 10 actually are you shocked by?
I am by Morgan Rogers. I don't care. I mean, I've got Calvert-Lewin, Haaland, Van de Ven, Rogers, Watkins, Thiago in my team currently. So,
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all like Mer says, though, this is all reactionary. Like the injury is reactionary. Haaland probably dipping form is reactionary. Calvert-Lewin hasn't scored, I don't think, in 3 games for Leeds, so that's reactionary. So
I'm going to say one of the people I am going to bring in, because I know he started last week, and I am it's my wife's family. I'm bringing in Jared Branthwaite. centre half from Everton. So
Interesting.
he's going to come into my team.
I thought you were doing that last week.
Same.
Yeah,
I
but
was
I
going to say the
bottled
exact
it.
same thing.
But then I bottled it, and then he started. So I'm definitely doing it this week.
You bottled it.
Yeah, did I?
You might bottle it again.
No,
We need to actually say, talking of bottling it, we are yet to give you your forfeit.
no, my forfeit was I've got to drop Haaland.
No, it wasn't. I didn't come up with that.
All right.
Yeah.
What's my forfeit then?
I'll get back to you in good time, sir.
You
Yeah,
still can't
yeah.
put Branthwaite in. That's your forfeit.
Yeah.
Um,
Triple captain Branthwaite next
Fuck
week.
off.
And I did say Branthwaite wouldn't outscore Tarkowski or Keane, and what happens? He didn't outscore them. He scored 1 point. Keane and Tarkowski got 2 points each. So you should listen to me, Tom.
Branthwaite, put him in your team this weekend, guys. Trust me.
Are you all right? If I don't see him in your team this weekend, Tom,
He's coming in. He's coming in.
I'm expecting triple captain the week after for him.
He's coming in. He's coming into my team this week.
Right, we'll see.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. I think it's the mind games. He's trying to lay out false illusions that he's going to be bringing in certain players and then doesn't do it.
I told you this last time. I told you that. Tom's all mind games. He's a poker cat. He's like he never shows his hand. Tom never shows it.
Did I not predict Haaland would not start? I mean,
You did
saying.
actually.
You
To
did.
be fair, you did. Yeah.
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 Right. Anyway, the game is about to kick off in 4 minutes, so I'm going to wrap up this stream so that we can all watch the football, and the viewers can also get on and watch the football, do whatever you're doing. So, obviously, KB Terrace Talk, we have multiple shows on this channel. So we have starting from. So today is Wednesday, which is a different day. The FPL can be on whatever day, depending on fixtures. So next week, midweek fixtures. So probably going to have FPL on Tuesday next week. So then the next show after this will be tomorrow, which is the Premier League prediction show at 7 p.m. That is then followed at 8 p.m. by the Miller's preview. I don't know what the actual title of it is.
Pre-match, isn't it?
Midweek Millers.
Midweek Millers. There you go. Midweek Millers at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, straight after the Premier League predictions. Then on Saturday, you have the Millers post-match reaction to the game. Then on Sunday, there is potentially going to be changes to the Sunday service. I don't think it's been officially announced yet, but it's to do with Tom's solo run of it on Sunday.
Yeah, so basically, the Sunday show is gonna change its format quite drastically, actually, and we'll keep you posted.
Yes.
So basically, Tom's on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. He's basically he is KB Terrace Talk. Basically, he's actually the one pulling all the strings in the background. He is actually Bush's boss.
Now to do with me, I'm just a participant, as it were. So.
Then you have the Monday Night Millers as well. So that is all the shows that you'll be able to find on KB Terrace Talk in terms of live stream. There's also shorts and the odd occasional video as well. Make sure to check those out. It's been the KB Terrace Talk FPL show. Thank you for watching. John, Tom, and Luke, thank you for coming on the show with me.
Luke, John,
and we will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye, guys.